about this issue, but no one is listening.
Hello and welcome. We're glad to have you join us this hour on African News 24 TV for news and updates of events happening around the world. I'm Mira Adam. First, the headline. Nigeria received 24 fighter jets from Italy, making it the largest military aircraft acquisition in West Africa. Police to resume tinted glass permit enforcement in January. DANGOTE releases details of $5 million NMDPRA CEO spent on 4 children's education. And to the main bulletin. We begin with security, as Nigeria is set to receive 24 M346 fighter aircraft from Italy following a deal between the Nigerian Air Force and Leonardo, an Italian defense firm. The arrangement is described as the largest military aircraft acquisition in West Africa. The contract, valued at about 1.2 billion euros, includes 25 years of logistical support, with Leonardo retaining exclusivity over maintenance operations. The M346 aircraft, which features 7 external hardpoints and advanced air-to-air and air-to-ground combat capabilities, are designed to enhance both trainings and operational missions. 6 jets are currently under production in Italy, with 3 expected to be delivered in 2025, while full delivery is scheduled to run through mid-2026. In another development, Fatima Buhari, daughter of the late former President Muhammadu Buhari, has revealed that the former president, once suspected his office at the presidential villa was under secret surveillance. The younger Buhari was speaking in a new book, From Soldier to Statesman, The Legacy of Muhammadu Buhari, written by Dr. Charles Omole. According to Fatima, Buhari's suspicions led to him to take unusual precautions, including communicating through written notes rather than speaking, over fears that conversations in his office were being monitored. The book also notes that some security chiefs later reported discovering unusual objects during routine sweeps of the president's office and bedroom, raising concerns about privacy and security within the villa. Fatima described the atmosphere in the presidential villa as deeply unsettling, arguing that Buhari's age and strong faith made him reluctant to openly confront those he distrusted. She also disclosed that she often feared for her father's safety, claiming there were attempts to harm him, though she declined to provide further details. Still in security, the Nigerian Police Force has announced that it will resume nationwide enforcement of the tinted glass permits policy from January 2, 2026, citing rising security concerns. The announcement was made in a statement issued on Monday by the Force Public Relations Officer, Benjamin Hundeyin. The police explained that the decision followed a review of emergency security threats and clarified that there is no court order restraining the enforcement of the law regulating tinted vehicle glass. Enforcement was earlier suspended to allow motorists adequate time to regularize their documentation and complete the permit application process. According to the police, recent security trends show an increase in criminal activities involving vehicles fitted with unauthorized tinted glass, which are often used to conceal identities during crimes such as armed robbery and kidnapping. The force said the resumption of enforcement is a proactive step to safeguard lives and property across the country. In reaction, the Nigerian Bar Association has berated the Nigerian Police Force over its plan to resume enforcement of the tinted glass permits policy, describing the move as reckless, unlawful, and a blatant disregard for court orders. The NBA recalled that it had challenged the legality of the policy at the Federal High Court in Abuja, saying the police lacked the constitutional and statutory authority to impose fees for tinted glass permits. The association said the policy was unconstitutional, extortionate, and posed a threat to citizens' rights and economic well-being. According to the association, the enforcement of the policy had earlier been suspended following widespread reports of harassment and extortion, as well as court order directing parties to maintain the status quo. Meanwhile, Nigerians have been reacting to the deployment of corps members to some states with high security challenges. They want the leadership of the National Youth Service Corps to prioritize the safety of the youth. African News 24 TV correspondent Oyinkansola Alarakwe has the full report.
It appears abduction has become a new normal in Nigeria lately. To avoid being caught, many have been adopting various strategies, including avoiding long travels. But what happens to COUP members taken far away from home?
Security, that's one of the challenges Nigerian has been grappling with. And the monster comes in many shades of banditry, abduction, terrorism, and violent attacks, particularly in the northern part of the country. That situation has triggered widespread concern as Nigerians say the safety of lives and property can no longer be taken for granted.
Why the concern has been high is because we have lost countless numbers of lives. And it's not really done in any serious community. That life will be lost, and the government of the day will not show any concern.
If I have to say, I think it's the government itself that is causing the insecurity, because they are sponsoring them, because they know the people who are the co-sponsors of this insecurity in Nigeria.
Even if the foreign powers provide all the equipments, they provide all the intelligence reports. If the government of the day doesn't have that political will to execute this insecurity, we will not go anywhere.
What some even find more worrisome is the posting of National Youth Service COUP members to location and state with more troubling security situation.
Government should please intervene into our matter, because some of our children, some of them are NYSC under government. Why can't they help us? Let them serve in their country than to go to another place.
They are worried over the security provision for the young Nigerians.
We should govern in such a way that we provide the lives and properties of our people without necessarily wanting to be politically correct.
As concerns continue to mount, Nigerians are calling on the government and relevant agencies to urgently review security strategies, strengthen protection across communities, and prioritize the safety of all citizens. Oyinkansola Alarakwe, African News 24 TV.
From security to medicine. At just 21 years old, Tobiloba Oluwashino has faced a battle few her age ever imagined. A fight with rectal SIGNET-RING ADENOCARCINOMA, a rare and aggressive form of cancer. Now a survivor, Tobiloba is sharing her journey of pain, courage and triumph to inspire hope in others. African News 24 TV Praise Adeleke visited her home to hear a story of strength and resilience.
It started in the year 2021. Yeah, October 2021. It was said that I had stage 3 colorectal cancer, SIGNET-RING ADENOCARCINOMA. When the doctor's report came out and she was diagnosed with cancer, I was not very shocked because I had already seen it. And the colorectal cancer is the cancer of the anus. So the cancer is in my anus side, like my rectum side. So it was so big, like it has attached itself to so many organs around that my rectum side, like my bladder, uterus, my ovaries. So it would be life-threatening to penetrate, to take it out. When she did the surgery and she came back and they said they were able to remove it, like, Kilomeloshi. For us, they said if you had a frozen pelvis and if they try to force it out, it can take her life. So I'm like, she's very, very strong. I don't think I can go to it. I'm sorry. So he said the next treatment, if surgery did not work, is chemotherapy and radiotherapy. Suicide was ringing in my ear, I will not lie. In fact, I had already priced it. He said 2.5. I said, it's not more expensive. I'll just remove from money. I have a blowing fan in the room. Let's watch movie. I was sleeping inside my mommy that night. My sister was not around. I just texted her. I said, oh, I want to buy you. She started calling people to call me, but I cried. I called my friends. I started calling all my friends. I started crying. They were like, they would call her. I started calling her because I cannot call my mom. If I call my mom would just, I don't know how she would handle it. I didn't call my mom, I didn't call my dad. Some of the experiences we had, we cannot tell my mom because we don't know how she will not handle this in a very good way. Sometimes my mom don't want to cry because it will discourage her. So when my sister said that, I'm like, so she used to feel this way. So I felt devastated, I felt bad. We were stagnant. My sisters could not go to school. They could not go on with their daily life. My parents too, everybody stagnant. Like everybody focus was on me. We couldn't go anywhere. I remember my boyfriend then woke up with me because I didn't have time for him. Yes, I didn't have time. He said I was not available. And don't you see what we are going through? Don't you see what we are going through? I was in the hospital day and night because my mom would go to work. My dad would go to work. It's just me and my sisters. We'll be there. We will sleep there safe. Because tears done too much for my family. If I die now, they will cry. And nobody will move on.
If you'd like to watch the full video, head over to our YouTube channel at African News 24 TV. The residents of Akilo along OGBA area of Lagos State have been lamenting the state of their road. The residents lament the pains they go through with the manhole opening, which they say is causing them unease. The residents allege that the cover of the manhole had been stolen, leaving the spot as a danger zone. According to the residents, the situation often results to gridlock, particularly during rush hours. They appeal to the state government to fix it and ease traffic along the axis.
This manhole have been there since when COVID-19 have started, and it has caused a lot of damage to many reckless drivers that are driving in the night. Some may be drunk, some may not even know, especially newcomers or new persons who just got to Lagos for the first time. So whenever they go to Lagos late, they do fall inside this manhole, which has caused a lot of damage.
Car used to fall inside here, and it's stopping our business here very well. Back they fall inside the motor or Marawa, they disturb us well for here daily.
It's causing a lot of accidents here. Do you understand? Like the other day, Marawa broke down here. The man got injured. Here like this, they rushed into hospital. Not twice, not once, not twice. You understand? Even so, a lot of things happen here just because of this thing. You understand? Some bikes, some dispatch riders, they fall inside here, and the tire get busted.
I had a few friends that have gone into that bump there, so hopefully it can be fixed. That's what I would just say. Hopefully it can be fixed very soon. Hopefully.
I've been talking about this issue, but no one is listening to me. Just like if I have the opportunity to even write a letter to the governor, I won't hesitate to do that, because this is very unethical. It's becoming unheard of, so I don't like it. There's a situation where we say, I've reasoned that like if I have the power to even fill that place up, I will do it.
Let's go on a quick break. When we return, we'll tell you about the fate of those without tax identification number from January 2026. That will be on business. Please don't go away. Welcome back. And on business, The House of Representatives Public Accounts Committee has summoned the management of Ibadan, Benin, and Port Harcourt electric distribution companies over the failure to remit more than 100 billion naira owed to the federal government. The committee issued a 72-hour ultimatum for the companies to appear before it or face sanctions for what it described as a persistent disregard for legislative summons. The action followed the consideration of an interim report at a public hearing in Abuja, chaired by the lawmaker representing Ede North, Ede South, Egbedore Federal Constituency of Osun State, Bamidele Salam. The probe is part of a wider investigation launched on August 20, 2025 into 2.6 trillion naira owed to the Federation account by 11 electricity distribution companies, as documented in the Auditor General's report for 2021 and 2022. And ahead of 2026, no bank accounts will be restricted from transacting business from 2026 due to non-availability of tax identity. This assurance is from the Joint Revenue Board. The board allays fears of the public, adding that no deductions will be made from any bank account on the basis of having a tax ID or not. It assures Nigerians that the tax ID will be automatically issued to every taxable person using their national identification number for individuals and CAC registration number for businesses. This is contained in a press release by the Corporate Communication Department of the Joint Revenue Board. And on the foreign scene, Benin has jailed around 30 people, mostly soldiers, accused of involvement in a failed coup attempt earlier this month. The suspects were placed in pre-trial detention in Cotonou and faced charges including treason, murder, and endangering state security. The attempted coup was announced on national television on December 7, but was swiftly crushed by loyalist forces with support from Nigeria and France. Several people were killed, and the alleged coup leader remains on the run. Investigations are continuing as authorities tighten security and question opposition figures. Welcome to sports. Nigeria does not seem ready to let participating in the World Cup go away. The Nigerian Football Federation has formally petitioned FIFA, alleging that the Democratic Republic of Congo fielded ineligible players during the playoff round. The Nigerian Football Federation has submitted a petition to FIFA challenging the Democratic Republic of Congo's participation in the recent World Cup playoff, claiming that several of the Congolese players were ineligible under both FIFA and DRC nationality rules. Nigeria Super Eagles were eliminated in November after a tense penalty shootout defeat to DRC in the African playoff round. However, the NFF now argues that the result should be overturned, citing evidence that up to 6 players in the Leopard squad may have breached eligibility regulations. NFF General Secretary Mohamed Sanusi told reporters that the Congolese FA fraudulently registered players who hold both Europe and Congolese passports, despite DRC's law prohibiting dual nationality. Away from home, Manchester United's keeper Bruno Fernandes has admitted that the club hierarchy explored the possibility of offloading him during the last transfer window following lucrative interest from Saudi Pro League side Al Hilal. Speaking to Portuguese broadcaster Canal 11, Fernandes disclosed that United's management wanted me to leave after Al Hilal reportedly tabled a £100 million offer. The deal would have seen him earn up to several £100,000 per week. But the midfielder rejected the move after positive talks with new manager Ruben Amorim, who insisted he remained central to his plan. According to him, quote, "My passion and empathy for the club were the same. But there comes a point where money becomes more important to them than you." End of quote. Welcome to entertainment. Nollywood actor and producer David Ugochukwu Naji has welcomed his second child with wife Amanda, marking two births within a span of roughly 10 months. In a heartfelt announcement shared on social media, Naji expressed gratitude for the birth of the newborn, describing the experience as a rare blessing and praising his wife's strength for going through labor twice in 1 year. He also noted plans to ensure his wife rests fully after the demanding pregnancies. The actor, who has children from previous relationships, now celebrates the addition of 2 more children with Amanda, highlighting a growing and joyful family. This news has captured public attention, with fans and colleagues congratulating the family on the double blessing, while emphasizing the unique nature of welcoming 2 children within such a short period. David Naji's personal milestone underscores the balance between a thriving professional life in Nollywood and the joys and responsibilities of family life, resonating with many followers across social media platforms. Still in Nollywood, actress and filmmaker Funke Akindele has expressed gratitude to fans following the impressive performance of her movie Behind the Scenes at the box office in both the United Kingdom and Nigeria. According to figures shared by the actress, the film has grossed about £42,000 in the UK and over 200 million naira in Nigeria, marking another commercial success in her filmmaking career. Akindele took to social media to appreciate viewers for their continued support, describing the achievement as encouraging and humbling. She noted that the strong reception of Behind the Scenes reflects the growing acceptance of Nigerian films beyond local cinemas, while also reaffirming the loyalty of her home audience. The actress praised her cast, crew and partners for the dedication to the project. Fans and colleagues have since flooded her comment sections with congratulatory messages, applauding her consistency and impact in Nollywood. Many describe the milestone as further proof of Akindele's influence as one of the industry's most bankable filmmakers. That will be all on this bulletin on African News 24 TV. Thank you for staying tuned. Please stay connected with us on all our social media platforms, and don't forget to visit our website at africannews24.ng for the latest updates to stay informed and ahead. I'm Mary Adam. Please have a good evening.